In this video, we're going to explore why you should betray Astarion during his personal quest in Baldur's Gate 3. We'll explore each ending to the quest and talk about the best overall ending. But before we do that, a message from today's sponsor, Manscaped. Ever wonder how you can achieve that perfectly sculpted and clean look like Astarion? Well, now you can with Manscaped, the most trusted brand in male grooming and hygiene products. Manscaped's Performance Package 4.0 includes everything you need to clean up your image from head to toe. With over 20,000 5-star reviews, the Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer is the perfect tool for tidying up around your tool. If you're worried about nicking your nether region, fear not, because the Lawnmower 4.0 uses replaceable ceramic blades. Plus, the adjustable guard can accommodate 4 different hair lengths so you can get a clean shave without irritating nicks and cuts. The trimmer is also waterproof so you can shave in the shower if that's your jam. The Performance Package 4.0 also includes Crop Preserver Liquid Deodorant, Crop Reviver Toner Spray, Weed Whacker 2.0, and my personal favorite, Anti-Chafing Boxer Briefs. These bad boys are super comfy. And right now, my viewers can get an incredible deal on Manscaped. Click on the link in the description and use code BIGDAN at checkout for free shipping and 20% off your order. You'd have to be nuts to pass up on this deal. Big shout out to Manscaped for sponsoring this video. I can't believe I get paid to make dick jokes. This is my life now. Anyhow, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, Astarion and his quest for power. As we travel Faerun with our lovable vampire friend, we begin to unravel his tragic backstory and the nature of his relationship with Cazador Szar, a powerful vampire lord who converted Astarion to one of his vampire spawn many centuries ago. After encountering Raphael once in Act 2, Astarion will make a deal to uncover the true meaning behind the runes Cazador carved into his back many years ago. It turns out that Cazador always had big plans for Astarion and the rest of his spawn, plans which unfortunately would lead to all their deaths. Basically, Cazador planned to sacrifice all his spawn in a dastardly blood ritual in order to transform into a much more powerful vampire. So clearly, if we want to save Astarion, then Cazador must be stopped at all costs. But somewhere along the way, Astarion gets the idea to complete the ritual himself. Since Cazador went to such great lengths to set up the blood ritual, it'd be a shame to let all that power go to waste. Why not let Astarion seize it for himself? This is where things start to go downhill for Astarion. Compared to our other companions, he's always leaned a bit more towards the dark side, but this pursuit of power becomes all-consuming for our vampire buddy. Underneath that carefully considered charisma, there is a much darker side to Astarion, which we will begin to see glimpses of in Act 3. While exploring Rivington, we may bump into a pair of Astarion's quote-unquote siblings. In this conversation, Astarion goes a bit unhinged while questioning his dim-witted vampire brethren.
Where is he hiding? Tell me!
Brother, please!
You heard them. Tell me what I need to know. Now!
The Master is preparing the Black Mass. Beneath his palace, there's a defiled chapel. It was hidden there the entire time, hidden from us all.
It's a bit scary seeing how angry and violent Astarion can get, and how easily he can fly off the handle. I wonder how he will treat others if he's able to complete the ritual and become a true vampire lord. Astarion also demonstrates how he's willing to lie and say whatever he needs to say to get what he wants. Depending on our actions in Act 3, we may also receive a visit from some of Cazador's underlings. In this conversation, Astarion will promise to free his brothers and sisters, even though he knows full well he intends to sacrifice them just like Cazador.
Stand with me. Name me your new master. We will get our revenge. And you will all live again.
His liar's smile spells danger. He knows full well that his kin will die in the ritual, but if any of the bearers of the scar die before the ritual begins, he will lose his chance to perform the rite himself. He needs them to run willingly to their deaths. thinking they stand a chance against their master.
Eventually, we'll make our way to Cazador's palace and confront Big Daddy Vamp himself. But in the midst of our confrontation, Astarion gets spellbound and sucked into the ritual, making this a 3 versus a ton fight. Make sure to focus down Cazador as quickly as possible, because if you don't, let's just say things don't end well for Astarion and friends.
Centuries of toil, all building to this. The power is phenomenal. I feel so alive!
Oh, shit!
I still have power enough to rend the flesh from you.
Why? But eventually, once you defeat Cazador, he'll retreat to his coffin to heal. At this point, Astarion will yank him out and toss him about, and now you'll be faced with the big decision of the quest. There are 3 mainline endings to this quest, 2 bad ones and one which I consider to be the good ending. Let's take a look at all 3. If we allow Astarion to complete the ritual, he carves runes into Cazador's back and then sacrifices him along with all the other vampire spawn.
I can feel it. I can feel their power flowing into me. Nunc volo potestantem quam policitus es mihi. That ache in my stomach, that hunger, it's gone. I'm free. I'm finally free. Oh, it feels delicious. I think the answer to that is whatever they damn well please. Come on, let's get out of here. I have a brand new world to explore.
Vampire Lord Astarion is quite ominous indeed, which leaves me feeling like going along with his wishes was a bad idea. Just listen to how he talks about his newfound power and glory.
Now, I can hear it at last. See it at last. Oh, all the lowly creatures of this plane are begging to serve. How to call upon them. Scurrying footpads in their safe houses. Rats below our feet in their filthy holes. The crows in the night above. They will obey. The world will stir in fear.
From a gameplay standpoint, you'll only get one upgraded ability for Astarion in the form of his Vampire Bite, and all we had to do was sacrifice a bunch of NPCs for an admittedly good melee ability. If only Astarion could transform into mist or summon a swarm of bats or something, maybe it would have been a better deal. If you're having second thoughts about the ritual, you can always intervene to stop it before Astarion Ascends. But predictably, this leads to the worst ending for the quest.
What are you doing? No! Stop! It's gone. All that power. All you had to do was stand there. But no! Even that was too much to ask. I was so close. I could have had it all. But you took everything from me. Cazador won after all. I'll never escape the hell he built. And if I can't escape, then no one can. Not them. And certainly not you!
In this case, we'll have to put Astarion down, thus losing our only rogue character. Damn, man, who's gonna pick all those locks now? And this brings us to the final ending to the quest, where we betray Astarion's aspirations to become a vampire lord and convince him to stop all the madness.
You are simply a means to an end. I made you to be consumed.
I am so much more than what you made me. I can do this, but I need your help. These people died years ago. Trust me on that. All that's left are feral spawn, desperate for blood. If we release them, how many people will they kill? Tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands? But if I complete the ritual, think of the power I'll have. With me by your side, we can save the city. We can save ourselves. You're right. I can be better than them. But I'm not above enjoying this.
In this case, he only kills Cazador, but we save him from becoming the worst version of himself, at least from a moral standpoint. Aside from deciding Astarion's fate, the hardest decision of this quest is what to do with the remaining captive vampire spawn. Should we let them loose, potentially condemning many Baldurians to death or unlife, or should we just give them the sweet embrace of death right now? Many of these vampire spawn aren't well versed in controlling their urges for blood, and they are definitely dangerous. But I ultimately decided to free them because I think they deserve the chance to try and live a decent life. A chance like Astarion has been given. At the end of the day, the best way to get Astarion on a better path is to betray him and save him from himself. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to Big Dan Gaming for more BG3 and RPG videos. Big shout out to all the channel members for supporting my content. Until next time, this has been Big Dan. I should go.